Hello there, Mad Mike here, and welcome back to the channel. And today we are going to be looking at the full list of major film delays and suspensions that have come because of the coronavirus. Because again, a lot has happened in the last week, which is why I took a couple of days to kind of wait for certain things to trickle in and get more full, like this, like a list of these films that are having their release dates monkeyed around with because of this. Um, so the first one, which was well, I should say the first major one, was No Time to Die, which I went over in a video before. Now that film is set to be released in November of this year. Then we go on down. Okay, so A Quiet Place Part 2 has been suspended indefinitely. So basically, it's been delayed. They haven't given a date yet as to when it will be released. Now, that is the sequel to, I believe it was 2 years ago, was when A Quiet Place came out, starring Emily Blunt and John Krasinski. So we go on, and another big one is Fast and Furious 9. So that has actually moved its release date back almost a full year. So it was originally slated to come out in May of this year, May 22nd to be exact. It will instead be coming out on April 2nd of 2021. Now that is a huge, huge jump. From what we're kind of used to with some of these, because really we're mostly seeing a delay of about 6 months. So Fast 9 delaying for almost a year is actually pretty shocking. I was not expecting that. They must have really been married to that specific time slot that they wanted. Because again, this was already going to be a slow year for movies already in terms of big Hollywood blockbusters. And this is just making kind of exasperating that situation a lot. Now, one that probably should have been obvious was Mulan has been delayed. The film was originally supposed to open on the 27th of this month. It has not been given a new release date as of yet, but they are looking for one. So again, all these films are finished. They're just films that they need to find the appropriate release date for it now that they don't want to release it in its current time slot. So, New Mutants has been delayed for the fourth time. I personally know the Weaponized Nerd Rage had a little bit of a meltdown on this one. Just dump it on a streaming service, honestly. Just dump it on a streaming service and get it the hell out there, because there's really like nothing more you can do at this point. Again, they don't have a release date for it as of right now. It was originally supposed to be hitting theaters on April 3rd, but that's not going to happen. Now, there's also some other productions that are currently not finished, but they are being produced right now, and they have gone on hold, obviously, because they're on various other places around the world. The live-action remake of Little Mermaid has suspended its production for a little while. I don't know specifically how long, but it was originally supposed to go into production next week. So however long that is suspended before that process actually starts, who knows? Now, Marvel's Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, the director, Dustin Daniel Cretton, has apparently he's been tested for coronavirus and is currently self-isolating himself. I guess maybe just to make sure that he absolutely sure that he doesn't have it. So again, production on that has been delayed. It had been confirmed a few days ago that it actually had started production. Ridley Scott's latest film, The Last Duel, that is going to be. It has only completed about a little over a month's worth of filming, and now they're going on a delay. Again, they have not listed how long the delay on that particular production is going to be. I would imagine it would probably be somewhere in the months range, but again, they don't give an exact one. The Honey, I Shrunk the Kids sequel. Oh dear God, I'm literally looking down this list. Some of it I've written down here, and it's just like, why do you want to remake this? So this was apparently in pre-production, and they postponed that, which is not surprising. The Home Alone reboot, thank God, has been suspended, or at least suspended for right now. Unfortunately, it has to be under some horrible circumstances. And really, that's pretty much about it, aside from the Elvis biopic with Tom Hanks, who obviously Tom Hanks himself has apparently been tested for coronavirus and has tested positive, along with his wife. And they are currently in isolation in Australia. I don't know exactly why you were filming an Elvis biopic in Australia, but just the fact of the matter. Okay, whatever. It just strikes me as a little weird that wouldn't be someplace in the United States or maybe Hawaii or something. Mission Impossible 7. It halted production in Italy, so again, they don't have a date on when that will resume production. I assume that, again, we will probably be seeing it months down the road. And Jurassic World Dominion, which is Jurassic World 3, whatever you want to call it, it has paused its production as well. Again, we do not know for how long. And really, that's pretty much about it. Oh, sorry. The last one on here is the Batman. And again, that one it just began production. Or sorry, I shouldn't say that. It did just begin production, but it began production maybe like a month and a half ago. So they had enough material to put out certain things. Again, we just had the reveal of the bat suit, the Batmobile, but that is going to pause production as well. So that's kind of the full list of the major ones, or at least the ones I thought people would probably give a shit about. So with those, there's really nothing that can be done. It's just one of those things that you got to wait. I did find it kind of odd that, like I said, that Fast and Furious delayed its opening for an entire year because apparently they were married to that early summer early summer / late spring release date. But it seems like all the other shuffling has been done, and the major ones we kind of know what's happening. The only other ones that strike me as kind of strange, you haven't heard really much out of the Disney camp in terms of obviously some of the productions have been suspended, like Little Mermaid, but we haven't heard if Black Widow is going to be moving its date. I believe that is slated to come out in May, and then you also have Eternals, which is coming up in November, although that's probably way out of the zone right now for those guys anyway. But Black Widow is still on the table, which I find kind of interesting that Disney does not want to compromise that release date. Especially after news today that the box office has hit a 20-year low because nobody is going out of their houses. So again, it's a very odd time that we live in, but that's just kind of the way things go. So as I said, all of those projects that I have listed have been delayed in some way, shape, or form, whether that is for the release or during the actual production. But I want to know what you think. Do you think that these films, how far do you think these films should be moved, if they should be moved at all? Are you happy that some of them are kind of staying relatively close to home, or at least they're giving dates on when they would like to release these films in the future? Put your thoughts in the comments below. Again, I like to know what you're thinking. Hit the bell for notifications, hit the like button, subscribe, and remember, I live my life free of compromise. Do you?